Hello again everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Landric Plays Hand of Fate 2. Last episode we did the wheel. We freed the three fates from their eternal prison beyond the realm of mortal ken, and in return, as always, we got a whole bunch of equipment and encounters for it. So I think it's time to go back and retry the strength card. This might end up in failure, you know, it might not. We'll see how we go. But is there anything we want to trade around? I think we'll get rid of the trading house. I think we'll get rid of the street fighter. Unrest sounds good. But I think we don't want one drunken knight because I'm notoriously bad at those traps, and I don't want the loan shark either. I think we will get Grimalkin because that looks an exceptionally interesting card. The cartographer. So I don't know what it takes to get this token. Last time we discovered 8 cards, got the cartographer, and then we just got some gold from it. So I think we'd need more than 8 before we popped this to be useful. So I think we'll wait until there are some bigger maps before we take that. Market Thief, no. The Underneath, no. We'd need, is it 12 food or no, 15 food? And it might be 15 food each for that, but that seems unlikely. The Cunning Man, that sounds interesting. Oh, Forgotten Dreams was the one that we got for getting the gold token on the Fates card, so I think we'll take that. We'll take the Cunning Man. We'll take Purgatory, we'll take Yvette's Cottage, though that one had, that one gave us a very nasty curse last time. Yeah. So, ooh. Healer. Let's take a healer. Healer seems an exceptionally smart thing to take with us this time. Anything else that we want to take with us? Elder's Gift, Goblin Town. Goblin Town can lose us life, but it does also give us a whole heap of gold. 13 out of 13. Is there anything else we want to swap out? I think we'll leave it as it is. Equipment. What do we want to bring with us? So let's get rid of that. This is a useful thing to have. This is good. Cry of Victory is good. Gambler's Jewel is pretty good for this one as well. Ring of Food. Bastion of Purification. Try and stack up all of that defense. Winter's Blade, Cardinal Blade, the Exquisite Blade for gold. What else? Scorched Blade. Oh, and the Golden Shield. Don't know what that is. And there's also the Imperial... Is the Imperial Armor here somewhere? Yeah, there it is. So, what do we want? So I'll get rid of the Winter's Bane, and I'll take the Imperial Armor. Interesting. What's the max life component of this? 20 max life while you've got a one-handed weapon equipped. Oh, okay, I didn't even realise that was the thing. So that's going to be very good for us. We kind of want it before the medium... we want to get this before we upgrade the armor that we bring with us. But maybe we just don't bring armor with us, maybe we just bring food or something like that. Is there anything else we want to swap out? Faith, Stunted Healing, Grifter's Companion. I think we'll stick with this. That's 8, but this is 15. But I imagine this has some pretty amazing effect as well. Perhaps, or actually Golden Shield. I bet it gives us gold gain or something like that. We'll find out. If we pick it up, great. We'll upgrade whichever shield we get first, I think. And supplies, starting equipment. So I'm actually going to remove the leather armor. I'm going to remove the Ring of Preparation as well, because I don't think that does much for us. I'm going to get the food. And... do I want the Soldier's Sword or the Buckler? No, I don't want the Buckler. Fate's Path reveals the map when we get to the end. Tricky one. I'm tempted to just take the 5 max life. But it's not a huge amount, and I don't think it'll help us that much. I may just take the Soldier's Sword. And just stick with that. I think I will. Alright, let's make a start. Okay, so... If you don't remember how this goes, we took on an ogre and we lost horribly. We are starting at 10 health, we are cursed, so food won't heal us.
I have rather more knowledge of your history than I did when I ran the game from the throne of life and death. Much has changed since then. I have died and returned anew. I have crossed these lands even as you have crossed these lands. At times, our paths have crossed.
Interesting. Oh. No, I didn't mean to do that. I wanted to use our artifact first. Can I just use this now? No. Rats. I suppose I can use it in combat. Do we want to go up against the anarchists or the thieves? Or the anarchists or the empires, rather. Let's go against the empire. So we'd either need heavy weapons or light weapons, neither of which we have. We have a medium weapon, so it doesn't really make a difference. So yes, we have to stack up as much defense as we possibly can, and hopefully not die as well. So I'm going to drink this health potion as well, just for a little bit of extra. There we go. Use that. So we can use this artifact in combat, but it is going to run out. So I'm going to have to remember to swap it out as soon as we find another artifact that we could bring with us. But also, just so I don't forget to use it next time, I'm going to try and drink it. Drink all of it here. Ah, damn. So we took one extra hit. I'm not sure how much health we actually lost there, but when we start with so little and we don't heal, every little bit helps. You know, 8 damage. Let's see if we can get some stuff in return, though. Treasure. Treasure is the word I was looking for. Treasure in return. Okay, so we make it. Let's see what we get. So the golden shield. Ornamental. Oh, okay. Ineffective in combat. Very valuable. Okay, so we won't be upgrading this. It's actually got a defense of 8, so it's not terrible. So I guess we'll equip it for now. But as soon as we get to a shop, we'll probably sell it and try and find that bastion of purification or whatever it is that's got a much higher, much higher value for defense. I bet it's going to look all gold and shiny if nothing else. Here we go, we get a little intro of it. It looks very light for a shield made of gold. It's probably just painted in a fine lacquer. Seems almost a shame to bring such a pretty piece to the battlefield, yet perhaps a patina of wear will improve its already high value. I hope so. I hope it doesn't decrease it. It's going to make a really loud thing every time I block something. I'm sure that won't get annoying at all. Oh, it does. Lovely. Stab. Okay, we're doing okay so far. Got to be as conservative with our health as we can. There we go, push you right off the edge and into the muck. Well, not quite. But alright, another combat encounter done with, and I think this one gives us some food at the end of it, right? Yes, maybe? So we get a little bit of fame, and we get a little bit of food. Let's go back this way. Ah, unrest in Iron Peak. Visit the marketplace. I feel like if we buy the statue we get cursed. We'll just ask about the Prince of Poisons. Blah blah blah. Ask about this. Offer the children food. We'll give them... We'll be generous and give them 5 food. So we get some fame. Okay. Okay. So I know that card will give us life somehow, and I've forgotten which path through it gives us that, so maybe we'll replace that in our deck next time as well. So we're fighting alongside the Hunter and Colbjorn this time.
Nothing like the smell of gunpowder to get the blood ready.
Nicely lined up like 10-pin bowling there. Wow, she is really slicing through them all. Oop. Okay. unfortunately they're also slightly slicing through us. It's a bit of a mess. It's very difficult to see who's about to hit us and who isn't. Oh, like that. So we've got 9 health left, so this could be the end of our run already. Ooh. Okay, so we lost far too much health in that encounter. Oh dear, oh dear. So we need to find some way of healing, and quick. Okay, we get some equipment from that at least. We get the Cry of Victory, yes, we'll equip that. So that will technically prevent us from suffering damage, or some damage. Ah, the healer, excellent. By healing, yes. 20 life for 10 gold, immediately. Don't have any money for anything else, but at least we can take a few more hits before dying a terrible death. Okay, and we see Adrienne. So she is our friend the blacksmith, so we can ask her to help upgrade some of our stuff when we get to the next village. She'll take our thing, like our armor or our shield or whatever, and she'll help upgrade it. Okay, more stirrings in the mire, so which fight are we going to choose? So there's the 5 of Greed, or there it is, Frost Berserkers. I think we'll go for the Raiders because we've got a sword and shield and that's slightly better against them, and I think there'll be less of them as well. They are slightly harder, they've got slightly more rapid attacks, I think. But we should be okay. And then we'll hopefully get some equipment from them as well. So they have this sort of like little double attacks they can do. Like that. So I think our sword is slightly better against us. We might as well also use our artifact while we're here. There we go. Extra damage against everyone. We take slightly less. Don't know where you're going, Colbjorn. You missed slightly there, but we avoided damage, which is the important thing. Alright, and let's see if we get any good equipment from it. I really want that Imperial armor, because I want to get that upgraded as soon as possible so we can try and get to 60 defense. So re-roll this one, we'll leave the others for now. And then Colbjorn will give us an extra one if we need it, but we don't need it, wonderful. So he could, otherwise we'd lose him for the next round of combat. Cardinal
Do you
Blade.
use this for its holy virtues, or its cutting edge?
Slightly more damage, though this is better against Northerners, or only the Reposters. I think we'll stick with this. More consistent, better damage. We can sell the other sword in a little bit, for a little bit more gold. This is tricky. I kind of want supplies, but a longer life in our current state is definitely much better, even if it's only 5. Okay, can we get out of the swamplands without getting lost?
Back to the bones. I hope you have learned to be their master.
Okay, and Colbjorn, give us an extra dice, please. There we go. I don't know what happens if we get lost, whether we just have to keep rolling and losing food or something like that until we find our way out. Rats. So we don't get a blessing there, which is a bit annoying, because some of those could be really valuable for us. Particularly, we found one last episode that saved our bacon. It brought us back to 75 health when we were about to die. Okay. So this is frustrating. The only thing we can upgrade is a shield, and it's a shield that we probably want to sell. So perhaps we just do it anyway? I don't know if even if we upgrade it, whether it will get us up to that 60 defense. We might have to just do it. It says ineffective in combat. It's alright, but it's not the 15 of the Bastion of Purification is the problem. I think we have to turn them down. The problem is if we turn them down and then we find the Bastion of Purification, we don't have enough times through it to actually... we'll leave it, it'll be fine. Okay, more ambushes. And that's the thing, we can still end up defeating Ragnar without having a defense of 60 or so. We just won't get the golden token for it. And we'll just come back again when we've unlocked even more types of armour. Alright, here goes nothing. So we'll just cut our way through these Empire soldiers. Oh yeah, gotta make sure to use the horn as well. There we go. So do a little bit more damage. Quite a lot more damage actually. Oop. Take a little bit of damage as well. But take slightly less, which is always good. Oop, can't dodge that. Jump up. Use our magical blade. Ooh, that was a fancy execute. Mop you up, mop you up. Get Colbjorn back up at his feet as well, just because. Okay, no, we'll just finish off the entire encounter with that. Sort of tread on that guy's face as well, just to add insult to injury. Alright, so some more food, hopefully. Yeah, there we go, lots of food. Okay, let's continue. Silencers or muskets? Let's go with the muskets again. So we've got to be careful with the muskets because they have that sort of unblockable... what's the word? Unblockable projectile attack. But as long as we make sure to roll at the right time, we'll be fine, and there are only 3 of them, so I think we'll be okay.
I wish you no harm, yet we will do what we must.
So charge in, make sure to deal lots of damage against them. Remember to use that artifact now that it's charged up. Dodge, and then extra damage to you. Pow! So, another encounter done, no damage taken. I'm still slightly annoyed that, yeah, we probably should have upgraded our shield after all. Oh well. I'll feel less bad about selling it if we ever sell it now, but we still got to get the opportunity to sell it. Hey, we get a token for using our abilities. Let's see if we get any more treasure out of this. Ideally it's going to be that Imperial
armor.
armor.
Sets the tone for your challenge.
And there it is. Excellent, so we'll grab that straight away. And then we'll probably give it up straight away to get it upgraded, but you know. Aha! So we'll turn back, we'll just open these encounters and see what's inside.
Getting oneself lost is often the beginning of wisdom. We cannot stay within the bounds of safety and hope to learn there.
After hours of wandering the forest, you finally admit to yourself that you are in fact lost. As you rest on a comfortable log, an enormous black cat saunters by and pops herself in front of you. She licks her paw for a moment, then stops and stares at you with golden eyes. Do we pet the giant cat? Let's feed the giant cat. That seems like a safer thing to do. A wondrous wanderer lost in my neck of the woods she purrs. I will show you the way. You chase her up a hill, and from this vantage point you see the path ahead. Okay. Hey, and we get a token for that. Was that it, really?
It seems unfair that curses should be removed so easily. If Callus still plays the game in the old style, this will give you an advantage.
Nice little nod back to the earlier game there. You slowly back out of the hut, careful not to risk the ire. So if we had a curse, that's one way of removing it. So now we know that we can put that card in our deck if we expect to be picking up curses. Unfortunately, we can't remove the Dragnar's curse. It's worth a try though. Alright, if you could upgrade my armour, that would be grand. Means we're slightly more worse for the wear as we go on.
Pray if you must. May you receive better results from them than I have in turn.
Let's see if the shrine is better to us this time around. Yes, we'll do this because then we're guaranteed to pass. And what does the shrine give us? 10 max life, 15 max life. Wonderful, so I'm feeling a little bit better with our sort of margin of error here. Dealing with the thieves. So if we can do this... okay, success, good. So we don't add any pain cards to our deck, and in fact we add some platinum cards. So next time we get a gain card, there's a good chance we'll get a platinum one. Aha, more swamplands. Do we manage to get out of this without Kolbjorn's help? Not quite. Let's try again. Okay, so I guess we find out what happens when we fail this card at least. Consume 1 food.
Your supplies are running low. Make your choices carefully.
As you scramble up to the path, a booming voice echoes over the marshlands. It is Draknar. Hie to thy burrow, little mouse, I can smell thy blood. Okay. Whew, it looks like we got away by the skin of our teeth. We did use up some extra food though. With luck on your side, you lose Draknar in the morass and double back to the trail. So, more staring in the mire, more combat. Which are we going to go for? 4 of Greed or Anarchist? I think I'll just go for the 4 of Greed. Oh! 4 of Greed and an Anarchist. Or a Shaman and the Frost. Our weapon is better equipped to dealing with the Frost Shamans. But I think the Thieves are probably going to be easier for us to fight. That Shaman can be particularly nasty. Whereas the Anarchists are relatively easy to dodge. We've still got this golden shield kicking around as well. It might be that we end up not selling it just because we don't find any extra shield. Oh, didn't quite get the riposte off in time there. Bit unfortunate. There we go, we'll technically waste a little bit of time with that finisher, unfortunately. Jump into the middle of these and then use our Cardinal Blade. Drat. Took a little bit of damage from that as well. But otherwise we're doing okay. Sneak around him. Bonk. So we stun him, and then stab him, and then could have used our special sword ability, but no need. He was well and truly done for. Okay. More treasure, please. Alright, this time give me a shield. Aha.
One wonders how an inanimate object determines its sense of right and wrong. Let us hope they never turn upon you, or me.
I think I'll stick with the sword for now, but if we come up with a thieves encounter I might swap them out. Alright, continue on. Okay, there we are. Our armour is back.
You may
Defensive
take
20
their
now.
garb, but hopefully not their ideas.
Okay, so we should have upgraded the shield before, but it's not like it matters because we haven't found anything else between them. So this doesn't actually... We've not actually lost anything by not upgrading it the first time, so we might as well upgrade it now. We're out of food though, which is not good.
Taking this token from me.
Okay, so this is the second time we've seen Yvette's cottage. So she opens the door of Yvonne's cottage, and she curtly introduces herself as Yvonne's sister. She offers us pie and potatoes, and then gives us some sunshine flour, which causes us to suddenly start aging, which makes us consume twice as much food as we walk. Which means we really need to pass this test, or we are slightly screwed. So let's step into the Waterfall of Youth. So our armour should make this a little bit easier. There we go. Squinting, you see that the pool behind the waterfall is more tranquil than the roaring river. You wade across and duck beneath the waterfall. As you slip into the tranquil waters, your wrinkled hands smooth. Surrounded by the delicate yellow sunshine flowers, you feel at peace. There we go, so we discard the curse, until you are suddenly startled by the sudden cry of an infant. Tucked away in the dim, wet cave, you find a baby. It lies calmly in simple wicker basket. Around its neck hangs Yvonne's amulet. The baby smiles gummily and sucks on the edge of the artifact. Piecing it together, you pluck a sprig of sunshine flowers and drop a few petals into the child's gurgling mouth. The baby begins to magically mature. Before you know it, a frazzled and fully grown Yvonne clambers out of the basket, wrapping the linens around her for modesty. Yvette was so much nicer as a baby. Thank you. I don't think she intended to leave me here forever, maybe just overnight. The Water of Youth cannot be taken from these grounds without losing its magic, unless it's in a citrine vial. Return to me later and I'll have one prepared for you. Okay, so we advanced this particular sub-quest. We are losing a fair bit of food. So, we don't have any blessings, so the winter solstice does nothing for us, unfortunately.
A balance of resources is key. No one wants to perish wealthy, but starving.
Okay, so we are losing... We are losing a lot of health again, so unless there is food at the end of this encounter, I think we're pretty much doomed again, and that's assuming we even survive this encounter with just 10 health. So it looks like the strength card may have defeated us again, but at least we've unlocked some extra tokens, which is going to be good. It'll stop things getting too boring. Okay. Oh, that's right, you're healing everyone, so let's focus on stabbing you first. Okay. Oh. 2 health left. I have a feeling like we may not get through this. Oh, no. Okay, there we go. Death, death, death. Blood stains the ground beneath your corpse. So let's see what tokens we...
Take the battle to them next time.
Yes, yes, yes. I died trying to take the battle to them. But okay, so we get the token for beating the giant cat. The Field of Fae. Interesting. And for saving Yvonne from her fate as a baby, we get the Waterfall of Youth, and we get the Old Maiden. Oh, okay. So it's that we need to... So if we take the Waterfall of Youth to the Old Maiden, then she becomes the Elven Maiden that we used to know. Okay, well at least we've sorted that out. Man, the game is really... Yeah, don't ask me again. I'm fine as I am, thank you. So I think what I'm tempted to do is I want to have a go at... we'll give another crack at doing Kolbjorn's... the sort of burning card. What was it? The Brimstone sort of quest card. So I think we'll just redo an existing one that we've seen that's, you know, nice and easy. Was the Emperor. Thieves have stolen a relic from the Emperor's palace, blah 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 blah. You know what, let's just redo this one, and we're gonna remove all of these, and we're gonna try and take some interesting cards, but most importantly we are going to take... Where is it? Companion. We're going to take Kolbjorn. Oh, we're going to take Kolbjorn. Interesting. I can't quite select it. Let's back out of that and try again. There we go. Slight glitch there. So we'll take that. We will take this. We will take... Oh, we can't take any brims. Okay, I guess it's going to have to be a different one. Hierophant. The Lovers. The Lovers was the one with... Yes, we can't take a companion on that. That's the potato farmer. The Chariot. Which one was the Chariot? I've already forgotten. Oh, that's fighting our way through the city. Okay, let's do that. So we'll remove all of these. We will take this. We'll take this. We'll even take this just because. What else? Forgotten Dreams, Purgatory. We'll just try and find some interesting... We'll try and sort of... We'll find out what some of these unknown cards do, and then that'll help us build our deck a little bit later. What was the other one I wanted? Fountain of Youth, wasn't it? Oh, and this one too, and this one. Waterfall of Youth, there we go. Grab that, and I think we'll grab Man of the World, and that'll help us find one of these cards. Wait, no, this one is mostly set in the city, right? So, okay, let's go back again. I know this is a little bit irritating. What was the Empress? That's right, make our way to the mountain. Not allowed any brimstone ones there either, though. Okay. Hierophant? Brimstone ones? Yes, we're allowed brimstone ones for this, so I think we'll do it for this one. Yes, we'll bring the Wanderer. Remove all of these, then we'll add them back this way around instead. Just because we're more likely to get the cards that we've specifically put in this deck rather than ones specially for the existing one. Where is it? Come on, come on, come on. Field of Fey, Waterfall of Youth, and then that's actually all we can bring with us. Oh, we can take out the Bitter Winter and bring Man of the World just so we can find it even easier. Alright, we'll take that with us. We can change our equipment around to be even better. We're going to be fighting thieves, so... Well, I say we're going to be fighting thieves only at the end, and we don't necessarily need to get that far, so we'll take a couple of interesting weapons that we want to try out again. I suspect Blinding Brew will just be a stun, but we might as well confirm what it does. And then similarly for a couple of these artifacts and rings. Like this one and this one and this one. And we'll take the Gambler's Duel because I think most of... that's a good point actually, we probably should take some that help us through dice quests. Ah! Hang on, the Burning Forest. If we... Okay, let's swap out... Where are we? We'll swap out the Mask of Holy Fortunes for the Extinguisher. If this protects us from fire damage, this might help us get through the Burning Forest. Ah, there we go. Look at us being slightly detective-y. So we'll take the 5 food, we'll start with these, I guess, because... Anything else we might want to start with? No, I think that's pretty good. We'll stick with that. Okay. So let's give this another try. Hopefully this will be a slightly shorter quest, or, you know, we'll get through it or die trying. But it'll just be a little, slightly, something slightly to break up the monotony of constantly failing at that strength card. So blah blah blah, we're being asked to hunt down an assassin. Hey, Man of the World. Okay, lovely. So you'll immediately reveal all of these. So we'll go for the waterfall. So who's going to answer the door? Is it going to be Yvonne or a vet? It's a vet. Damn it. So she gives us some food, but otherwise sends us on our way, and we don't get the Water of the Fountains of Youth. Slightly annoying. Play cards, play dice, attempt to steal. I'm actually just going to leave. I just want to try and find the Kolbjorn's quest card. So we're going to job with Borden. See how many cards show up in the meantime. Ah, there's the Deadly Forest. Okay, so we've not found the ring that may or may not protect us from fire, but let's try making camp on the fringes. Because we've got Kolbjorn who will help us with this. Hopefully we can roll a little bit better than that. And let's accept a die from him. Okay, 18. So does this... I think this means we just don't take damage. Aha! You set up camp in a clearing on the edge of the forest. The night is uneventful. Before dawn, Kolbjorn wakes you and in a hushed voice says, "Come, a man has returned safely from the forest." Before midday, you hear the woodcutter's jovial whistle again. He has returned with a large bundle of dark black wood on his shoulder. You make your way to greet him. Oh, okay. Okay, we just get the token like that. Fine. Ah, goblins. I hate goblins. Defeat the goblins before they blow their horn and escape. And the goblins are working with the Thieves Guild. How intriguing. Let's go stab some of them up. So, perhaps we should have bought our... was it the Goblin's Grievance or something like that? Oh, and they've stolen our knives. That's exceptionally annoying. So I don't know if focusing on the goblins prevents them specifically from escaping, or whether we have to defeat everyone, but might as well start with them. Try and gather all of the gold that's lying around on the floor. Are there any more goblins? There's one. Oh, come back here. I want my knives back. So Colbjorn's still out of the picture because he's he helped us with that, the burning forest. But all the same, I think I'm going to try and finish off these thieves before the goblins escape. Might be slightly tricky. 10 seconds left, can we do it? Probably not. Alright, so the goblins have technically escaped, which means they may have stolen our knives, which is slightly unfortunate. But we did take out all of the rest of the thieves relatively quickly. I'm not sure we could have done it any more quickly than that. Certainly as they stole, you know, our knives that are good against thieves. You take back your brigand's blades from the... Okay, good, so we killed the goblins before they escaped. And we get some equipment. Ah, now we get the extinguisher. Fire inflicts 40% less damage. So, oh okay, and it requires some fame to equip. Oh!
A useful tool, but simple magic.
Well, that was pick one of two. I see, never mind then. We'll keep exploring. We'll go here. General store. No, I think we're good. And honestly, I'm not even sure I want to... I'm not even going to bother doing the quest properly. I just want to get to Colbjorn's bit. Okay, so that goes over there. But let's see if we can help Colbjorn with his quest. Ah, more goblins. Alright, so I guess we're defeating these first. At least we've got Colbjorn. Colbjorn has our back this time. Okay, here goes. And they've stolen our knives again. What do you know? But at least we know this time if we do focus on the goblins, we'll hopefully get them back regardless. Which is particularly good as we're against silencers this time, and they are particularly annoying. There we go. One goblin down. One goblin to go. Come here, you little green... You sure take a beating. So he took a bunch of our gold and food, so let's make sure we pick all of that up. And then we'll mop up the rest of the thieves. Spreading our damage out fairly widely across all of these guys, but as long as we're careful, we shouldn't take too much damage, and we've got plenty of health in reserve. That said, if we want to do Colbjorn's quest, we want to go in with as much health as we can, because I remember it is extremely lethal. Come on. There we go. We take him out with a little helicopter knife action. Alright. So we get our blades back, and now we can wear our fiery ring, which means those alchemical anarchists will do slightly less damage to us. And we get some more equipment. So what does the Band of Faith do? More damage against undead, unlikely to come up in this quest. And Kubarak's Gaze. Freezing defense. Defend all attacks from a Northern's combo to cause freeze to the attacker. Frozen enemies take extra damage. After completing a Brimstone encounter, draw a gain card. Ah, interesting. Can't equip it yet, unfortunately, but I think we'll take that with us.
One to bear with caution.
The old maiden. So, unfortunately... Ah, okay, so it does tell us you require the potion of use to win this token. Oh man, I thought I was being super clever, having imagined that. I think we'll take some supplies if that's okay. General store. Not super useful to us. Actually, I'll buy a little bit of healing, just because, like I say, the more health we go into Kolbjorn's quest, his vision quest or whatever it is, the better off we'll be. I'm going to completely ignore the Thieves Guild quest. We'll see if we can come across that encounter in this last one here.
I have walked beyond these gates. I do not recommend it.
Your journey leads you directly through Purgatory. How? I mean, that's a hell of a wrong turn to take. By the edge of a cave entrance, you meet an old man bundled in rags. He stares at you with milk-white eyes and warns of impending peril. It will not leave you unchanged, as the favour and ire of the gods pursue all who journey here. Inspect blessings and curses. Okay. What does reluctance do? Slow. So, okay, that doesn't sound too bad. Food received from food gain cards is halved. That's not great. Lost in Sand. Desert Crossing encounter is added to the map after every encounter where a pain card was drawn. I don't know what that is, but that sounds bad. Heroic Sacrifice. Prior to combat with 2 or more monster cards, optionally discard a basic monster card but lose your companion. Blah. And Thunir's Boon. Draw a game card at the beginning of each new map. If it's a life card, keep it. Okay. Okay, cards thoroughly inspected. Now what? Receive blessings and curses. Will that give me all of those? Sure, let's do it. Why not? You traverse the strange and surreal world of the unliving, the penitent, and the unrepentant. Okay, so we get that. Okay, we do get all of them. Wow. But we do get a token, and that was sort of what I was hoping to get out of that, particularly as, you know, we're not trying to get to the end of this quest in one piece. Ah, more goblins. Well, ooh. Do we want to get rid of the anarchists? If it was the silencers, I'd say yes. Let's just do it. I think we'll be fine without the heroic sacrifice. The silencers are the ones that really annoy me just because they constantly flip around, like especially if it was the goblins, because that would put less pressure on us. And once again they've stolen our knives. Or maybe we just haven't re-equipped. We'll make sure to do that when we get out of this fight. Okay, use our special ability to avoid all that damage, which is nice. I'll just keep stabbing this little fellow in his little stylish hat. Okay, and we'll just make sure we've got all of the gold that was dropped on the floor. There's a little bit there. And then we just have to hack and slash our way through these fellas. At least the fire's going to do slightly less damage. That's a bit unfair. That came from off screen. Okay, there we go. And that one came from off screen, but luckily we dodged it, sort of by accident. And then pow! I think we almost did that before the timer ran out. Yay for us. Okay. We take back our blades. Just make sure they're equipped. Hey, we get another blessing. Score the exact target value in a dice gambit to draw 2 equipment cards, then discard this card. And we get some food, which is halved because of the spoiled goods. But we get some gold. Not camp.
Good. Take this chance to review the clues you have learned so far.
We can trade. No, we'll break camp. I'll just go to our inventory, and yes, our brigand's blades are still equipped. We'll go this way first.
Our dreams vanish like mist when exposed to the light of day and reason.
Townsfolk gather around a well. A weeping woman says, "We are seeking solace for loved ones lost, but be warned, if you peer too long, your soul will be trapped in the well for all eternity." You gaze into the deep waters of the Well of Forgotten Dreams. Yes. Interesting. Okay, that's not so good. Light weapons deal 10% less damage. Not ideal in this particular map. Oh, okay. Okay, gee, I wonder which one is which. Oh, it's this one! Oh, has that covered up an existing card? Blah blah blah. Goodbye. Hey, now we can wear this helmet. We'll equip that. So we'll ignore this one, keep going. There we go, here's the Hoarfrost trial.
Here is your reward, at least in potential.
The Elder of Clan Eyebright awaits you both at the edge of the Grim Wilds, a glacial forest of blizzards, beast and treachery. If the ancestors see you through this night, you are forgiven. So we put all our food away. The Elder can't help but look longingly at the charmingly miniature pies you recently brought. I don't want to beg, but many in the clan go hungry each night, so we'll give them some food. And we get a blessing. The first hit in combat against thieves deals extra damage. Hooray. With little ceremony, Colbjorn descends into the wilds. He gives you a word of warning. The Grim Wilds will offer us no refuge from the cold. We must keep moving if we want to survive. Okay, so we keep moving. So we're going to keep playing dice, and they're going to keep... drink from a pond. Chill numbs your wounds. Okay. Let's explore someplace else. Keep moving. Keep rolling dice. And I imagine as we go through the night, this number is going to get higher and higher. And we'll get Colbjorn to help us out here. There we go. We'll give some gold and pray. Okay, extra life, not helpful. But at least we know it's there, and we've got plenty of gold to try again. We'll keep moving. We'll re-roll these two. Hey, look at that. Appease the crow. We'll lose a piece of equipment. Well, seeing as we're in a cold place, I don't think we're going to need the extinguisher, so you can have that, crow. Huge success, wonderful. The crow flaps its wings excitedly, tapping the ring with its beak. Yes, this is perfect. For a quittance, to the treasure cave I will lead. Okay. It flies off to the forest. Tree by tree it flies like an inky black beacon, leading you to the cave. Treasure awaits, the crow squawks. If you find a shining scale, that is mine. Only appears in the night it does. Beneath a fallen overhang of immense rock, you find a small opening leading to a treasure cave. We'll loot the chest. So we get 20 gold, 10 gold, and some equipment. Scorched Blade? What does the Scorched Blade do? Perform an attack that ignites the blade with fire for 8 seconds. Riposte causes damage to armor. That sounds pretty good. And the Band of Faith... Oh yeah, that's the one that gives us a bonus against the undead. We'll take the Scorched Blade. Maybe we can set the blade on fire, and then that'll keep us warm at night time. And we get some more gold. Nice. And some more gold. Blimey. We've got lots and lots of gold. We'll explore someplace else. The sun is setting, so at night time we'll go to the treasure cave, and we'll see if we can find the... Oh, there we go. It's getting cold now. So if you go back to the treasure cave, now that it's night time, we can try and get that scale. Oh, come on, that's not fair. So as long as it's not a 1. And Colbjorn's... We'll explore someplace else. We'll try and find the treasure cave again.
Gained within games within games.
So what would we need for this? We'd need at least a... No, we'd need 6, right? Yeah. So let's try and reroll both. Oh, that's even worse. Okay, some more warriors. Not good. If we don't kill you today, slink back to your keepers, kings of their mudflats, and tell them that the snow is coming to cleanse them all. I don't want to be cleansed. I want to... Wow. This is a lot more fire and brimstone than we're used to. We've got the Scorched Blade though, which I think is... Was that extra bonus against Northerners? So that sounds like it'll come in handy here. We've got a nice little helmet as well, looking very Dovahkiin. The Inquisition tortured Acquia for black magic before burning him at the stake. His sword survived, and some say he still dwells within. Unfortunately, Kolbjorn is not available here. Alright, let's stab, 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 stab. So we're going to try and take out the Shaman before she heals everyone. Unfortunately, we don't manage to avoid that, but we can finish you off fairly quickly, and that'll stop you healing everyone. The real trick here is going to be not losing too much health while we... because we're expecting to lose plenty just through wandering around in the wilds. Still, we're doing okay so far. And 1 to go. And we turn him to ice. And then pow! Shatter! Break him into lots of tiny little pieces. So do we get anything from that encounter, or is that just more pain? Ask who they were. They were Clan Mugwort of the West Forest. He has little else to say. So I feel like to survive this we may need to... Is the pond going to help us? I feel like now that it's night, it's going to... we'll try. If we reroll this one, we'd need 5... Let's reroll both, just on the off chance. Nope. Snake Eyes. We'll give Golden Prey. There is a mournful sound of wooden flutes in the distance, and suddenly before you stands a spectral figure, a woman with no eyes. Kolbjorn continues to bow his head in prayer. He seems unperturbed by this sudden apparition. Offer something and pray. We'll offer the Brigand's Blades. Yes, there is power in this. It has killed many and will kill many more. The spirit blesses you before she fades away. Draw a game card at the beginning of each new map. But I thought we already had that. Let's explore somewhere else, try and keep moving. We are running low on health, so I guess we try and find the pond and hope that still heals us. Oh, come on. So 2 or more will save us. Hey! So we managed to find this.
Well done. You continue to impress.
The water is so cold it freezes your blood as it travels down your throat. So we lose 5 life. I thought that would happen. Sneaky, that. Okay. We're losing plenty of life. What if we just try to keep moving? Okay, no, we just die. So I guess we need to take the health potion with us and save it until we find that.
In time, you will gain the skills you need.
Okay, so we didn't quite make it, but we made it quite far. We'll try again another time, I think. For finding a survivor of the Deadly Forest, we get the Cheerful Woodcutter. So that's right, we did get 1 Brimstone card. And I guess that was it. Okay, fair enough. Well, we made an attempt. And next episode we will make another attempt. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you then.